Hey, hey, hey. My name is Alicia, and just as a recap, I am a pharmacist and I also have a degree in nutrition, and I've gone rogue. Not just dealing with medicines anymore. I want to help you have a more holistic approach when it comes to your health and wellness. We are not just doing reactive medicine, we are doing prevention. And so many people have kind of lost their way and forgotten what's really important, that our body is a temple that we need to take care of, that we need to cherish, that we need to be obedient with, and that involves actually taking care of it, putting yourself on the schedule, making yourself a priority, and really just focusing on what we need to do and say and be in order to be an example to others and to live well while we're here on earth, that we are not sick, that we are without having to be hospitalized. Taking care of yourself allows you to take care of others. So today we're going to talk a little bit about sleep. Oh my goodness, we are not getting enough sleep. And with the recent time change, who else is tired? Oh my goodness, having to spring forward and lose an hour of sleep is terrible, and I am not a fan. But I just want to talk a little bit about the importance of sleep. Sleep is so essential in every process of your body. This is the time when your body regenerates, rebuilds, repairs, and adults should be getting at least 7 hours of sleep a night. Oh my goodness, 7 hours? Are you getting anywhere close to 7 hours of sleep? I, for one, am, because I know the importance. And I know how I am when I don't get sleep. Studies show that 1 in 3 adults have symptoms of insomnia. Now, insomnia is when you have trouble falling asleep, staying asleep, or waking up too early. So it's all different phases. And it means that you're getting inadequate sleep, less than 6 hours. All of that increases your risk of having mental distress by 2.5 times. Oh my goodness. We are putting ourselves in a super horrible position by not getting sleep. And guess what happens when we sleep? We don't sleep. We're eating, because you're up at midnight and you got nothing else to do. And so you're stressed or tired and cranky, and then you're eating a midnight snack. And I can promise you that that midnight snack is not grapes and strawberries and carrots. It's going to be fattening food, high saturated fat, no fiber. It's going to be high in sugar, and all of those crummy things that you put in your body make your sleep worse when you do go to sleep. That makes no sense. So we need to go to sleep. We should be having all of our sleep cycles each night. The REM sleep is so important. If you're up and you're snacking, you're going to be more likely to gain weight, be obese, have all these other problems that we could be avoiding. When it's time to sleep, that's when our growth and stress hormones are at work. We're repairing, rebuilding. Our breathing, our blood pressure, our immune system, our appetite are all affected by the sleep that we're getting. Different hormones are released at night that help to repair the cells and control the body's use of energy. When you don't get enough sleep, it leads to issues with concentrating, problem solving, issues with your immunity. You have issues with your short and long-term memory, because while you're sleeping, your brain is like a filing cabinet and it's filing away the memories. But if you don't have time to file the memories, you're not going to have them. So it messes up your balance, your coordination, weight gain, mental disorders. Some people can have sleep apnea, which is actually where you stop breathing for 10 or more seconds, which means no oxygen is being exchanged. And then that increases your blood pressure, your heart rate. You actually can wake up. So the quality of your sleep is horrible. Are you convinced yet how important your sleep really and truly is? Now that we know, we need to do something different. Good sleep hygiene helps you put yourself in the best possible position to sleep well every night. You got to relax and wind down before bedtime. We're not getting on our phones and scrolling Instagram and Facebook and Snapchat and all the chats and all the things, because that stresses us out, and you don't fall asleep and just have peaceful sleep when you've looked at all of that junk. So what you're putting into your body, just as important as the things that you're eating, is the things that you're seeing. It is stressing you out. You're staying up till 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Those people on Instagram do not care about you or your sleep. So I'm just going to be real with it. You need to stop looking at it like an hour prior to bedtime and start really coming down, getting a routine. Maybe it's taking a shower. Maybe it's lighting a candle. Maybe it's reading your Bible, looking at a devotion, one that's on paper, not on your phone. Avoid eating late night meals. If a thought comes to your mind, maybe writing down a to-do list for tomorrow, rather than your brain tossing and turning that idea around. Alcohol, yeah, it helps you fall asleep, but guess what? It messes up your sleep cycle. So you don't sleep well. You have a tendency to wake up and not be able to fall back to sleep. And also, if you have a hangover, guess how amazing you don't feel the next morning. We want to try to avoid bright lights, try to avoid eating a late meal. You don't want to exercise right before bedtime because of all the different endorphins and different like epinephrine, things that are high and shooting off when you work out. So we want some time to calm down. You could do breathing exercises, gentle stretching, make sure you find a good temperature, cut down the lights. I sleep with 2 fans on. I'm not gonna lie. It's just good for me and my temperature, and when I don't, it doesn't go as well. If you're unable to fall asleep within 20 to 30 minutes of getting in the bed, get up. Don't just roll around in the bed. Get up, maybe walk around a little bit. Again, if you have any ideas floating through your head, maybe journaling, writing it down. If you master your sleep hygiene, you're going to do so much better when it comes time to you being awake. You're going to be a better person. You're going to be rested, or at least you're more likely to be rested. You know, we have to come up with a pattern that's going to work best for you. Again, this is going to help with your depression, your anxiety. A lot of those things can be fixed by actually getting some sleep. You may want to try using like chamomile tea, any of those type of like sleepy time, or lavender, unless it's going to make you go to the bathroom. We don't want to do that. Some people do well with warm milk. Some people do well with melatonin, which is really just something that your body produces naturally. When the sun goes down and it gets dark outside, your body produces melatonin. Melatonin tells us it's time to go to sleep. So if you're taking melatonin over the counter, it's just giving your body that signal. So you can get that wherever you would like. Get melatonin, and take that about an hour before you want your bedtime to be, and that's helping signal to your brain and to your body that it's time to go to sleep. People also use like valerian root. I'm not a huge fan because it has a lot of different drug interactions, especially for people who are on certain medications. So make sure you talk to like your pharmacist or your doctor, probably your pharmacist because they know more than your doctor, to see if there are any interactions there when it comes to your medicine. Actually, what it helps with is depression, anxiety, and symptoms of menopause. And if you think about menopause, women having like hot flashes. So if those things are taken care of course you're going to sleep better, right? So being sure that whatever you're taking or trying to use for sleep, let's not use Benadryl. That's just like a one night kind of thing. You're not sleeping well and you want to try to take it, but that's addictive and we don't want to go that route. We want to find out what's actually keeping you from sleep. Is it your sleep hygiene? And it's something that you can fix on your own without having to go to a medication. Jesus doesn't sleep, but you need sleep. He went to the Garden of Gethsemane, and those boys, they fell right on asleep. Fell asleep. We need to be like Jesus and go lay in the boat and go take a nap somewhere. Naps are great, but it's not something that you want to rely on every day because it's usually that you're not getting sleep at night that you're having to take a nap during the day. So hopefully this was great information for you. Maybe you can use a sleep diary and see how you're sleeping for the week. Kind of figure out how many hours you're sleeping. Do you have interruptions because you have like a little baby, or you're having, I don't know, you're getting up and going to the bathroom 7 times. I don't know. Keep a diary for a week, kind of see what your triggers are, see how you're really doing with your sleep. Do you need to make some changes? Think of 1 or 2 things that I've said here on this video that can really help you out with your sleep. Again, your body is a temple. You need to take care of the temple, and your temple needs 7 or more hours of sleep.